going on, you guys? We are here. We're back. We're in town. I got
Howdy.
stuff everywhere. My computer's halfway turned side. I didn't realize when we got back that
We never unpacked anything.
yeah, my camera was still packed up. I was like, oh crap. And I literally waited till like 7:45 to even come in here. That's why the show didn't give y'all much warning, anything like that. So it is what it is, but we're here now. Yeah, the lawnmower situation. So, okay. Let's see if I can explain what happened. That lawnmower was a lawnmower that my neighbor threw away, but it had a Honda motor on there. So I was like, well, that's a Honda motor. Hold on. I think that's, let me turn it up one more notch. If I'm too loud, sorry. So if it's got a Honda motor, then I can fix it. You know, no problem. I'll fix it. Your drink strong?
I think I forgot to stir it. Hi, Bill.
So, the motor was locked up on it. So I took it over here, broke the whole motor down, freed up the pistons, the piston, there's only one. And both valves were froze, and the oil rings around the piston, all that was frozen. I managed to free all that up, clean it up real good, put it all back together, fired it right up, right? Things worked perfect all last season, no problems. I know the neighbor's mad because he went and bought a brand new mower, and I'm still using his old one that he threw away.
I don't think he's mad. I mean, I don't think any guy is ever mad that they had to buy a new
dadgummit, I
lawnmower.
threw that away, and now somebody's using it. I mean, better that than throw away, right? So, anyways, so the other day, I started the lawnmower. I had a weird sound. Didn't really think much of it. I cut the grass once, no big deal. But I put it up going, that sounded kind of weird. I'm not sure about that. So the last time I went to start the motor, it made a horrific sound. Like blam! I was like, uh-oh. Well, I hit a rock is the main thing that happened. And then after I hit said rock, I was pretty much done anyway. I just made sure I didn't bend the blade. It wasn't bent or anything. So put it all back up. I went to check the motor. When I pulled the pull cord, it like pulled soft and then hard, then soft. And I was like, that's weird. So I reached under the motor and checked the blade. And what the blade was doing is it would spin really free, like there was nothing, and then it would catch, and then it would spin really free. And I was like, man, I have broke something. So I was like, man, I'm going to have to either buy a brand new motor, a brand new mower, or something, right? So I looked up motors. I found a replacement motor that Harbor Freight actually sells, a Predator motor. I was like, hey, it's even got more CCs. I'll end up getting that, which I think you have to do a couple modifications. It's supposed to be a direct swap, but I don't think it is. So anyways, I siphoned the gas out of it because I had just filled the thing with gas. So I siphoned the gas out of it, flipped the motor up on its backside. And for those familiar with lawnmowers, some of the blades sometimes will have like this star pattern on there. So the way the shaft comes out of the lawnmower, it has that star pattern on the bottom. Apparently my blade was just loose enough that it was slipping past the star pattern, and then if I pushed up, it would catch. So when I reached down to grab the blade, it was catching the star and then releasing, then catching, which made me think the motor was screwed. So I was like, are you kidding me? The blade is loose. Tighten the blade up. Cut the entire yard. There you go. Lawnmower story done. The lawnmower's fine. So I did not have to buy a brand new motor or mower or anything. Still works great. And it's self-propelled, which those things, most of the self-propelled one now, anywhere from $400 to $600, somewhere in that range. But yeah, I got the motor going. It's a Husqvarna, which I don't even think they make those anymore from what I've seen. I think they got bought out by somebody. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say the mower king. I've worked on a lot of small engines.
Agreed.
which is weird because that's what threw me off. Normally I can diagnose one of them things really quick, but considering that the blade was skipping and catching, it threw me off completely. I thought that motor had just had
Well, I
it.
mean, considering you tried to diagnose it without doing anything at all.
Yeah, and I did it in the dark. You know, when the blade was doing that, it was dark, and I didn't really check it. But you know, all in all, it came out good. Today our original Nugget ice machine has finally decided it don't want to make any more ice. I'm well out of warranty. We've had that thing for I don't know how many years now, and it was a great ice machine. But now it will run a clean cycle, which runs a compressor. But when you try to run and make ice, the compressor never kicks on. It never streams water. It doesn't do anything. So I gave up. Bought another Nugget ice machine. We'll have to see how good it is and how loud it's going to be. But
I mean, as long as it doesn't rocket ice out like a
today,
shotgun,
and our good old ganja smoking Amazon delivery drivers decided to deliver it to next door, which I don't know how much I trust the lady next door. She doesn't speak to us. She rarely comes outside. When she comes home from work, she flies down the street doing 50 and then basically she drifts into her driveway pretty much.
That was a different ice machine, Tony.
Yeah.
He brought the clear ice machine there.
Yeah, the clear ice machine. Yeah, that's the one I took down to Florida. That's a whole different animal. That's just for clear ice. The Nugget ice is the way you want to go. Whenever we make drinks here, we enjoy the Nugget ice, and we haven't had it in a while. And I have to, this one specifically, now different machines are different. Like if you have a refrigerator or anything with a compressor in it, normally you have to stand those things up for the oil to drain back down before you ever plug them in. Some of them, like the small clear ice machine, it said 3 hours. That's all you have to wait. This ice machine that I got said 24 hours. So it has to be standing upright for 24 hours before you ever even plug it in. Which I'm going to do, because if you plug it in too early and there's oil still up in the top end, it's not going to run right. It's just going to screw everything up. So I am going to wait till tomorrow about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm going to plug it in, and we'll see how it goes. We did have a great time. Hey, T-Bolt, how you doing, man?
T-Bolt.
T-Bolt.
So I'm trying to convince Scuba to get married on Cinco de Mayo. That way we'll always have a pre-built anniversary celebration.
There's no really convincing me to it. I just don't. Are we planning on going to Bad Apple? All right. This is the deal.
No.
Well, number one.
That's the deal. The deal is no.
Munchkin, is the cat? Is that a shadow or is the cat attacking you?
It's the cat.
The cat is on her chest and just will not give up. That cat has to be right up her rear end whenever she's home.
She would crawl in my skin if she could.
Yes. And it's so cute because when Munchkin's sitting on the couch, the cat will grab around her arm and hold her. Like with her paws, she'll reach around and grab her arm and like you ain't going there. And then just stare at her. Don't know what the cat wants, but it'll just stare at her the whole time. So what else is going on? 5,000 watt generator. I started it, ran it. It runs great. The remote works great. I saw one guy.
It feels like a spooky living shawl King Cobra. It's just she's got
on
sharp,
YouTube.
pointy bits on it.
He took back 2 5,000 watt Predator generators at Harbor Freight because he thought there was something wrong with them. It kept turning off. And it turns out the dummy had the remote in his pocket and it kept hitting the off button, shutting it off. He did. He said, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was like, you took 2 of them back because... And, you know, if you buy the warranty, the way Harbor Freight works, now the warranty on that generator for 2 years is $300 and something. And it's like, I don't want to pay that much money, even if it is a warranty. And what happens is... It says our internet. Okay. what happens is you take that one back with no gas or oil in it, and they'll accept it and they'll give you another one, but that's your warranty. If you want more warranty, you have to buy another warranty. So it's another $300. So anyways, I don't know what he ended up doing, whether he just never rented on gas and he rented only on propane. Now, I've only put that one to propane, so it's not had any gas in it. You know, the gas we have now has ethanol in it, and it will totally gum. It's going to be sitting, which ours will be sitting. Man, we are going in and out of internet connection like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all getting freezing and stuff? I mean, I can change the bit rate because it is showing it go down, then back up, down, then back up.
Well, you stop with the claws. That shit hurts.
I'm only using
Damn.
3% CPU power, so it's not that. Okay, well, if it's not
Ow.
really messing up, then good. I mean, I can change it. I probably got it set for no, it can't be set for the hotel because that's a whole different
You use the
computer.
laptop. Yeah.
The laptop, yeah, it's got a better processor than my home computer, which is weird, to be honest. The laptop's. What's up, Creed? How you doing, bud? I won a hat last night. It's crazy because those hats are North Face hats, so that'll be a cool hat. I already got Ready to Paramotor sticker, T-shirt that we got from Fly It for Gauge, but they did not have those hats when we went, and now they do. So now I'll have the whole pretty much outfit. What is the cat doing? You got any idea how to put a new password on the Wi-Fi extension? Just got one today. Random question, but I thought you might know. Yes. You need Cloud Chugger. You need to look at the gateway. So whatever the gateway is for your extension. So say you have a router and then you hook up an extension so that you can run it further away in the house. That extension is going to have usually they have a web-based GUI that you can run. So what it'll do is you'll have like a gateway.
He said it's a TP link.
192.168.0.1. You go to that web page and then you'll have your default password there, and then you can change it to whatever password you want. Instead
Did
of
you
using
see
the
that?
one they
He said
give
it's a TP link. And
you.
Creed said,
Yeah, but I don't know. TP Link makes a lot of routers and extensions. It could be a million things.
Creed said, "Hey Scuba, make some wire."
Oh, did he? Oh, he said, I didn't see the make some wire. You know what? I still haven't found that piece yet. I do have some wire here, but that's not enough at all. I do need to get into that. Everything's starting to shape up now. We're back in town. Once I go through this office, which I got most of it cleaned out now, I just got to find that piece to make life easy on me while I'm making wire.
I said we were not going to Bad Apples unless there is a generous benefactor that is going to donate time and money.
Okay. Now, I do remember you saying that. Now, the whole thing about the Bad Apples, I honestly, I wanted to go to Bad Apples, but the problem is Bad Apples would cost a lot of money to get down there. Plus, it costs money just to camp there and to fly there if you do take your equipment. And I said, you know what? It's easier for me to fly from here. I only have to drive an hour, and boom, I can fly. There's not going to be a million people flying, so I don't have to worry about running into anybody. It was just easier. But then Kyle O'Glees acted like he wanted to go to Bad Apples, and that almost made me want to change my mind and try to go to Bad Apples because
it doesn't matter because the answer is fucking no. We cannot afford it unless you got money flying out of your ass somewhere I'm not aware of.
Yes, I have a secret bank account in
one of
Switzerland
our
somewhere.
Vehicles, which both over have 200,000 miles on them, are not going to make it to Georgia and back.
Oh, y'all going to Nashville? Nashville's nice, Creed. I do recommend. Well, if you try to go to Hattie B's for chicken, do not go on the weekend. Go during the week.
Just go to the one that's in the airport.
The airport? Oh, yeah, they do have one in the airport. If you want to go to a Hattie B's, go the one that's in the airport. Because if you go the one that's downtown Nashville, oh my God, the line was going down the street.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. So we end up, instead of going to Hattie B's, we went to Prince something.
Prince's hot chicken.
Yeah, Prince's Hot Chicken. And it
Okay,
actually was pretty good.
get
So
down.
I'm not complaining.
It was not worth. It's fried chicken with sweet hot sauce on it. It was not worth standing in any kind of line. I'm just gonna be straight up with you.
I
It's fucking
mean,
chicken.
yeah, the convention we went to, those people, I'm with Munchkin. I can see why they charge so much money to go to that convention. It's not cheap. The hotel rooms are not cheap. But then again, that hotel fed us really good with really good food and wide open bar. I mean, unlimited drinks.
Best hotel banquet buffet food I've ever had in my
They
entire
had
life.
over 500 people in that convention. Imagine, I don't know how many people don't drink out of the group, but imagine 500 people. They had 6
Open bar
bartenders
for
just on
500
the
people.
one floor that we were on, and how many drinks they would drink and what that would cost. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, especially if it was drinks that people were paying for. Oh, they'd rack up. But it's when it's unlimited and you can drink all you want. We got our money's worth. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, I wonder if they're going to cut me off. So I would go to a different bartender. There was 6 of them. So I just go to a different one. And I would get 2 or 3 from this guy and 2 or 3 from the next person. It was awesome. I haven't been on in a while, and I have company coming over soon. Can I call in? Of course
Absolutely.
you can, T-Bolt. I can give you a link if you would like. Let me get the link pulled up for you. In fact, it's so weird. My monitors are, one side's got a higher resolution than the other. It won't let me put the higher resolution on the right side, but there's a link for you, T-Bolt. If you want to try to call in, I will have to readjust my screen. But
King Cobra, we were trying to behave ourselves because it was a work event. So
I would have been passed out under a table with free drinks. King Cobra, yeah. 3 Dog and myself have been through that situation. T-Bolt didn't waste no time.
Well, hi, T-Bolt.
Let me see if I can get our screen fixed now.
Well, hi. Give me just a second. Let me
All right, no problem. I'm trying to do it now.
fix
That
my.
beard is starting to look a little magnificent there, I have to say.
There we go. And then let's shrink that down a little bit where we all fit. Now we're in there. Look
There
at
we
you
go.
with the big old beard. What the heck, man?
I've been working on it for a couple years
He's
now.
trying to give Albie a run for his money.
Albie's is down to the middle of his stomach. I'm not even trying yet.
Albie has that immortal beard, just like
Exactly.
I would say somewhere
he's a
between
freak.
Gandalf and ZZ Top.
He's a freaking wizard, is what he is.
There you go. How you been getting along, man?
Great, fantastic.
Nice.
Actually,
That is awesome.
how about y'all?
Pretty good. I mean, we don't have the benefits of having really nice vape shops up here. But
Hi, Breeze.
we got a couple, but I mean, most of them that we do like going to are too far from here. I don't want to drive 30 minutes to go to a vape shop, you know.
Which the best vape shop we have around here is essentially an Exxon.
It's a gas station. Yeah, it's a gas station. It's a vape shop.
But half of it is nothing but vape shop. It is a big ass gas station,
But I mean, they definitely they do have some nice, well, they had, I don't know if they still do, they had some nice mech mods in there, but they charge a lot of money for them. You're not going to get no good deals, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I just traded something for a Kennedy 28.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's so nice.
As far as mech mods, I still think this one's my favorite, and I bought this on a whim for the heck of it. It's just because this is the Mage V2. It's dual 21700, so it's in series, but this thing will fire so hard. I like this mech mod. But other mechs I got, I mean, they're so old. Oh my gosh, do they even still work? Maybe, I don't know.
You know they do.
I got mech mods that take 26650s. I mean, they don't even.
Yeah, I still have a couple that take some 26 650s.
Well, trash
It's
bag.
finding
This
the
is more
damn
like
battery.
Right?
a vape shop that happens to sell gas. It's got more vape products than it does.
You broke out your
gas
Zen mech mod. I still have my ZNA. The original one that I bought broke, and they replaced it, no questions, which I thought was pretty awesome. But it's on my stand somewhere. But I mean, come on, 30 watts. Maybe if I'm vaping like a K-Fun, I could go with some low wattage on a K-Fun. Oh my gosh! Easter weekend.
Easter weekend.
The fly-in's coming up pretty soon, so hopefully I'll get to fly if we have decent weather. Please let there be good weather this time. We had good weather last time, so I'm hoping that happens again. But if one of them crazy storms come through,
I'm not sure if I told y'all before, the last time I was in here, I was officially divorced on January 29th.
No.
really,
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I will take.
I don't.
No. Congratulations.
Okay. Congrats.
congratulations! I'm all about that. I've been through it myself. I know.
Yep.
You know, it happens, man.
It does. And of course, I got the house.
Well, that's a turn of events.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah. So
We
that was a
just-
good thing.
We just parted our ways, and we didn't really have any kind of assets to split between ourselves. So we were just like, "You good? I'm good. All right, we're good." That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. You're like, I got the house. That's a big thing.
Breeze. Isn't it great, Breeze? What
Yeah,
state am I in?
so-
I'm ecstatic. I am so glad that I am not with her anymore.
So your health okay?
My health is great.
Heck yeah. That's all you can, that's all you can hope for. Good health.
I mean, yeah, sometimes
Good
things
living.
just run their
gosh.
course, and it
And it takes all
you
the
know,
stress
you just
out.
move on.
How many mechs do I have? Let's see. I have a simple.
Yeah.
I have this.
Oh wow, that's weird looking.
There's two. Well, it takes a 21 or
gotta move this.
2700
This is right in
or
front
a
of the
21
chat.
700.
I think he's in Florida, Creed.
Yes, I am in Florida.
I mean, it can be, Tony. I prepared my own documents and had my ex-husband sign them on the back of my car in a Big Lots parking lot. So yeah, that was.
How
pretty
many mechs
fucking
do I
easy.
have? Too many to count.
That's the answer right there. Too many. That's the same way
Too
Kyle
many.
Chucker is. He is a big
lot.
collector of all the mechs. Which now I
Well,
look at it, I need to put more liquid.
Sorry,
in
I'm
my
late.
computer.
Please start over. He fixed his lawnmower. It was just a loose blade. I'm trying to convince him to get married on Cinco de Mayo, so we have a built-in reason to celebrate every year, and we'll never forget what date it's on.
And I called in.
Yeah,
And T-Bolt called in.
That's
Well,
right.
hello, Boots. How you
Yeah,
doing?
Will Fly
Dan.
meet T-Bolt. T-Bolt will fly.
Hey, Will Fly.
Will's one of my flying buddies. Which
Yeah,
we
your
have
chunky
flown
butt can
in the same
pull that
air.
right off the window.
I can say that Will and myself have been flying in the same air in Virginia, which is nice. He stayed really low, which, a lot of people like to fly low. I think that's more dangerous, but I get it. It is cooler to fly low. It's more fun, but
yeah.
it's more
Flying,
dangerous too.
flying.
So, there's a
Yeah.
risk.
I'm sure
I
that's all you
like
hear about now, huh?
I like the mechs, but I don't like the battery drop. I see that's the thing, dire thing. I have no intention of doing the veil and a wedding dress and you don't do that first of all for the second marriage. Second of all when you're almost 50. That I don't have any intention on doing any of that.
Well, I have always heard that 3 strikes you're out, so I'm not getting married again
Oh, there you
because the next one will be my third, and nope, not gonna
Wow.
happen.
go.
So you just
Well, I
gonna
wouldn't say that either, Harry. No
you're just
shorts of
gonna
teeth,
grow
but
old and fish off the pier. I got you. All right.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess.
no, and I've been tapped for jury duty from May 6th until July 3rd.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm like, dadgum, they want to keep you from May until July? What the hell?
You know, the thing that bothers me the most about jury duty is not having to do it. That doesn't bother me at all. It's that
Right.
I have to call them every night. How
Yeah.
about
How about you
you
call
call
me?
me? Send me a
Right.
text every day and go, nah, you're good. Yeah, just why do I have to put in the effort to do something for you? You call me. You can send out an automated text to everybody that you don't need. Why are you going to put that shit on me that I have to call
Scorp,
every day for
yeah.
2
I
freaking
know
months?
what you mean on clean. I like the copper ones that have that. Basically, they put some kind of coating over them so the copper stays nice and shiny. I like those because these you don't have to sit here and buff and polish forever.
I
Polishing it
mean,
is cathartic,
look
though.
at how
Yeah,
my
see those
simple looks.
patina. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
could
but
polish that, it would look like gold, you know?
yeah, but
exactly.
it's so nice and gives you that feeling of accomplishment once you polish them all up and they're all shiny and pretty.
And then if you use a
Or
copper mod, you
a
smell like
26
pennies for
650
days.
mod. And it's still shiny. Probably because I never touched them. They just stay there. Now, oh, wait. Now, this one's definitely got a patina to it. That one does not have a coating on it. And this is another 26 650. It's one of them
Yep.
49ers or whatever the heck they call that thing.
Yep.
Too many mods, man.
I don't know. I can try to say that I've got, I'm the only person at work and I can't take time off because I have worked till 8 p.m. every night this week except for today. I left at 6. I'm fucking tired.
She has been working like lots of hours, and I'm like, you can't keep killing yourself. You're gonna have to, you work all day. When time's up, take your butt home. Do more tomorrow. But she don't like it to get stacked
I'll
up.
bet you. I'll bet you. I have something you probably don't have, Scuba.
What's that?
A Geppetto.
Hell no, I don't have a
Oh.
Geppetto.
Whose soul did you sell for that, T-Bolt?
I traded my
I was in-
Ferrari and I got it.
I was in a raffle and I
Oh.
threw $60 in.
Damn. That's freaking
Cloud-
awesome.
Cloudsucker wants to join and show his mechs.
It's the link I just posted. Or do I need to post it again, Cloudchucker? I'll post it again.
He's asking permission instead of just crashing the show. That's very nice of him.
And that's exactly what I did.
You can come in,
Yeah.
it'll even the screen out. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck was I about to say? I don't even remember now.
Tony, a Geppetto, put it this way, I couldn't even afford a drip tip
It's
from
like
Geppetto.
the Ferrari
They're
of
thousands of dollars.
vaping devices, Tony.
Yeah.
My Geppetto is worth about $950.
Damn.
I haven't seen a Geppetto that cheap. But
Me
still,
neither.
I mean, a vape mod for $950. I mean, come on.
The one my sister picked up at the convention, she asked him how much it was, and they told her it was $2,000, and she's like, "Okay, you can have that back right now."
Yeah, here,
I don't even
take
wanna
it
hold
back.
Yeah. I don't think I could get into the courtroom naked from the waist down, but it's.
I still got a bunch of collector mods though. I've had them so long. I mean, my stash did get raided that one time, and I'm missing some very old mods that I used to own. But they were old mods, so I'm not that mad about it. Even this,
I'm
is that a
surprised you
Pegasus?
even know what
Oh
you
my
own.
gosh, that's an old
Geppetto?
Pegasus with really...
Geppetto, it is.
Geppetto is spelled the same way as the guy that built
It is spelled
Pinocchio.
Gepetto. And it came with
Well,
a fancy
Tony, it
little
doesn't give you
box.
any kind of buzz because it's not a weed mod. It's just nicotine. They're all made out of wood, Tony, so they're
Yes.
not like plastic or anything, but they're like
the best buzz.
not petrified wood. What are they? What's it called?
Y'all have
Stabilized wood.
about
There you go.
stabilized. Y'all have about 10 minutes with me because my company will be here in like 13.
Your company.
Do you have a girl coming over, T-Bolt?
Maybe.
A girl coming over.
Maybe.
Don't get married again. You already said.
Now,
Man.
see,
Hell no.
here's the tell, right? If it was a dude, he'd say, a friend of mine stopping by.
Yeah.
Or my buddy's coming over.
Exactly.
Now, I have company coming.
I have company coming.
I have company will be here soon.
Stabwood is another way you could put it. Yes. Stabwood is another way.
Well, I mean, Tony, I wouldn't pay that much for it, so I'm not crazy. Fuck that. That's ridiculous.
Well, I only paid $60 for mine, so I'm not bitching.
Right. I wouldn't either.
It dinged.
That's like paying $60 for a vicious ant. I would take it, but Geppettos are even more expensive than the vicious ants.
Well,
maybe King Cobra, maybe.
Oh, Cloud Chucker hasn't turned on his mic or his camera yet. That's why it's
He's
not
getting
showing
there.
up.
Give him a minute.
I'm just saying that's why he's not showing up yet. Yeah, I don't like talking about flying all the time, but it's kind of an obsession.
But he does
thing.
anyway.
But he does anyway.
I do anyway, and I know I could see where it could get on somebody's
It doesn't
nerves,
matter what you say, what the topic of conversation. You could be talking about rotten fruit trees, and he would find some way to bring that back to flying.
Speaking of rotten fruit trees, I flew over some just the other day.
Yeah,
Right?
all those flies.
Yeah.
You know, I can do that too. Yeah, everything.
I have done that. I will admit it. I have done it.
Anybody that comes into our office in a military uniform that's Air Force, he immediately.
No.
You're from Langley? I got in trouble with Langley. I flew over the base and they came and yelled at me every single time.
I'm hoping somebody from Langley that was an air traffic controller. That's what I'm hoping for, but hasn't happened yet.
You talked to the dude from the FAA.
Yeah, but Scuba, we can't see you. Oh, wow.
The
what
air
happened
traffic
to the picture?
controllers
Thanks,
are like
Tony.
15.
I'll fix it.
So why y'all want to look at him anyway? Oh, you got half your face on there.
I don't know what happened there.
The only ones you need to see are Munchkin or Munchkin and I anyway.
You can see Scuba's
Right, you don't want to see me. I don't know how that happened there. Cloud Chucker, turn your video on and your audio because right now we can't see you or hear you.
Why don't you type that in chat just in case he can't see you or hear you?
Okay.
Yeah, because I might have muted when he came in because he's getting double.
Hi, Daniel. How you doing,
Hey, Daniel.
Bud? Yeah, so what else was... I have a dilemma while Cloud Chucker is fixing his shit, right? So Scuba was like, hey, do we need one of these electronic litter boxes? And I'm like, hey, no, we don't. They're overpriced, and it's fine, right? So he went and bought one anyway, and I hate it. Now, I have to say it's nice not having to scoop the litter box twice a day. Except for the fact that ever since we got this one, all I can smell is ammonia. Because unless the cats go directly into the little tiny pad of litter, like if they pee at the back, it just runs down the side of the machine.
Yes.
And the only way to clean it is to take the whole fucking thing outside and hose that shit down.
That's why you didn't need one.
Can we hear you? I can hear you vaping, so... I think you got the sound working.
Good Friday to you.
There we go. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Fellow
What's up, Cloud Chucker?
Hey, Cloud Chucker.
How you doing, guys? All right? You all right?
How you doing?
Well, yeah, you got to talk
I'm
slower.
good.
I'm from the south, man. I'm not from over the pond. You all right? What?
Yeah, I'll
What
try
the
and
hell
speak
did
a
you
bit.
say?
Just pretend he's from New York, and you'll
All
get
right,
it.
there we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll try and speak. I'll try and speak a bit slower
There you
All right,
go.
I
so
gotta
you can
go.
understand me.
Company's here. I gotta go.
All right, see you,
All right.
Tony.
Bye,
Tony.
T-Bolt. Have fun.
Tony.
T-Bolt.
good
I don't
Lord.
know.
Oh, I will. I
Just make-
will.
I bet
I'm
you
trying
will.
to get you incognito so you prepare for your date there. Well, darn, Cloud Chucker, he bumped off.
Hey,
I mean,
Creed, you're right.
it's like right as soon as you came on, and I know you got a lot of mech mods, so
That's all you have is mechs, isn't it, Cloud Chucker?
I know he's got some
Yeah,
regulated
but,
devices. And he's got a case
just
now.
set
Look
some
at that
stuff up.
case.
Oh, with
I
lights.
like the nice case he got. He put LED lights in there. He's just so fancy.
I'm so fancy.
He's like, look
That
at
is-
my
Looks all right.
badass damn
That is
display.
so organized.
I like it.
I'm impressed.
I
I've
mean,
got
mine's
me,
on the spinny rack, but I like that even more because you can access everything without having to. I have to spin this around to find what I'm looking for.
That's the Dreamer clutch.
Ah, the Dreamer. Yeah.
That's shiny. Now
Then
I will allow
got
you
me,
to go
um,
shopping at a thrift store on one condition.
Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy.
This is one that I got at Expo. This is quite good. The Infinity mods.
Oh yeah. Oh, is
Side
it fire
fire.
from the side? I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Now,
use
what's
the
the
hell
other
out of
ones
that
you've
if I
got
had
here?
one of those. I'd be in trouble. I'd use a mech mod everywhere. I don't know what
That's
that.
the what's that one? The heavy hitter.
Oh, the heavy hitter. Oh, okay.
Bye, Tony.
God, they've got too many mods.
Creed's
I
got
haven't
a
got as
clutch.
many as you though.
Yeah, but it looks
There's
like
a
you got
clutch.
not
Clutch
the right,
X18.
nice
Yeah, I never
stuff.
got. I don't think I ever got a clutch. I don't think I did.
That's the X18. That dual 18650.
Yeah. Oh Lord,
I use
John,
this
you
one
don't
quite
get
a
me
lot as
started.
well.
I saw some lady on TikTok that lit her lighter and blew it out. Said, "Boof! Now I'm a
Oh
firefighter."
yeah, look at that. The hammer of God.
Dead Space.
I
That's the
like
one that I told you about. That I had a little accident with.
That is fancy.
Then the
Hey,
smog
Scott.
mods.
Hi, Scott.
Oh, look at
Since
that.
I've had this cabinet, I've got everything out now. I had it all in boxes,
Oh my gosh, if I did
and then I've just
that,
got me
I,
borrow mods.
So
That's
I
quite
will let
nice,
you
that one.
acquire a cabinet like that, but you have to throw away the spinny rack.
oh man. But the spinny
you
rack
can-
is so cool.
You can move the metal rack that's to the left of you under the window to the right of you, and then you can put the cabinet on that wall where that metal rack is now. But the spinny rack's got to go bye-bye.
You know,
That thing is falling apart.
well, even if I had a rack like that, the one he's got there, there's no way. If I started going through and trying to find stuff to put in there, yeah, I would overload it. I have stuff in
There's one
Stop
thing I
making
got from
excuses.
peanut butter crunch containers, like all my
Full of
RDAs.
Addies. You don't need to put
RTAs.
those in there. They can go in a drawer.
Yeah, just the mods. I think
Actually, I
I'll
can't
be
pick
okay.
that up. I can't pick this up, so I'll have to show you like this. I haven't get my camera down. Can you see that?
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
That's from. Have you heard the gas flat cap?
The gas.
Flat cap paper.
Oh yeah, flat cap. Yeah.
He does them. The code stack, ASCII stack. It's all 3D printed.
Oh, cool. Oh, the
Yeah,
Addy
that's cool.
stack. Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen that. Addy stack.
Yeah. There's another one. There's a borrow one that he's making, which it's got a built-in build stand and stuff, which is quite good.
You know, if it's hard for me to
I've got that.
understand him, then how the hell does he understand what we're saying? He's like,
'Cause
get
we
on
talk
with
real
it.
slow.
You can understand me.
Yes, I can understand you, but I'm just sometimes it's a little quick and
I don't
have
know.
to go.
We
Whoa.
watched some of the guys from the UK that do the drain cleaning. I catch maybe every one word out of 10. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck he just said. Yeah, y'all
Do you
talk
remember
fast.
these Scuba? Old school. Do you remember them?
Yeah, the what the hell were those called? I got one of those.
Rig mod.
The rig mods.
Yeah, the rig, that's it. I got one of those
Do you-
somewhere.
I don't have a rig mod, but I have a
Oh,
rig mod keychain.
RSQ. It's called the RSQ.
I don't know what
I've never
mine's
used
called.
it. It's still brand new.
Yeah, I got a rig
Still
mod.
brand new that I haven't used it.
Apparently,
And then me pride and
I have a rig mod keychain.
you know, I told people a long time ago about putting all their eggs in one basket and trying to get monetized off YouTube and making money. Apparently, Vic's whole channel got demonetized now, and now he's crying about it. I don't know what to tell him. I mean, well, I'm not going to tell him anything, but I'm just saying, you can't expect YouTube to be your career unless you got like millions of subscribers. It ain't happening. So yeah, you got to get a real job. Is
Well, I mean,
3
unless
months
you're
in
doing
Idaho
reviews of
too?
something that's
Damn, Scott.
it's a very niche market. Like somebody commented on his post. Well, I mean, what is there to review? Are
It
you
did,
just
Wally.
reviewing more disposables? Yeah, he said his whole channel was demonetized and he's not with SX Mini anymore. So I don't know what happened there, but
it's not with SX Mini. I
Why
didn't
did
know
it
that.
get demonetized? Will, I'll tell you why. YouTube, which I guess is owned by Google, has a very strong stance against vaping for some reason, but yet you can post videos about guns and weed and all this stuff, but vaping, no, don't post about that. So his channel got demonetized.
I'm sure if somebody had a weed review channel with as many subscribers that Vic had, that would probably get demonetized too.
I mean,
But, yeah.
I think he's got what 50,000. Well, I don't know how many. I'm not subscribed anymore. I have not seen his channel whenever little bro vapes talked crap about me. I was done. They all had their laugh and giggle, but I was gone and then watched them crumble as I did the other network. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that the bigger you are,
Weed
but
is
I
not
don't know
loud
how
either.
long he expected that to go on, considering there's a reason there aren't a slew of vape reviewers anymore. There's nothing new to review.
Yeah.
What? There's nothing new. There's no innovation. There's nothing new to really review.
The only new one that I've got is that. Have you seen them? The V-Pontita.
Oh yeah, I
It's
saw
the
that.
DNA
Yeah.
with the 6. It's got the 6 RBA in it.
Nice. Why is it
Nice
moving
little
so
kit.
slow? Man, I'm trying to turn the camera and it's just like barely moving. All right.
It's not a bad mod, that.
You
That's
know,
what I
that
use when I
would
go out.
probably work better, Will, if we just review Ken and Barbie dolls. We might actually get paid for something like that. This is my thing, right? And it's always been my stance. Even when I very first started doing this, I never ever did reviews or build videos to make money off of them. I just do it because it's something I enjoy and I like helping people, and that's the root of it. If your root is to try to make money off of it, you're gonna fail. It's just that simple. I don't know why. It depends on where your heart is. I'll put it that way. So yeah, and I don't like not responding to my viewers, like the chat and stuff. Yeah, I can't watch the chat go by and not reply to it. It just doesn't make sense. But I've always been that way. They know. Oh, they no longer ship snus to the. Oh, damn, Will. That's gonna put you in a world of hurt. Welcome to the world of vaping, Will. What would you
Right?
like to start on?
I
Well,
mean,
in
you might be able to
July,
simulate it. We can get you a little piece of cotton and put some fucking juice on it, and you can just tuck it in
Damn
your
is
lip.
right. Yeah, I'm so sorry for you, Will. If you ever want to try anything different just to be able to get your nicotine, I'm more than happy to help you with maybe getting into vaping. That's
That comes from
completely up to you.
Sweden, doesn't it? Yeah.
You gotta wanna, you got 15 milligram pouches coming. Well, hey, do what you can for now. But if you ever have to switch, I mean, I smoked for 32 years, dude. So, um, the addiction to nicotine is definitely a thing. Mainly the worst part about smoking is all the other chemicals they put in cigarettes. I mean,
So,
there's
Will,
what,
another thing
600.
you can try is to find a friend in Sweden that will
hey,
just
Scuba, we've
buy
got
it
a
for
ban
you.
coming up, you know.
A ban.
And, disposables in, when is it? June the 1st.
Damn.
Disposables are leaving altogether, going.
What? All disposables?
But it'll only be the AIOs, the ones with like the top parts to go on and rechargeable,
Okay,
but it
but
won't be
stuff like
single
this is okay.
use ones are all getting banned that haven't got a charger.
Wow. Oh, single uses that don't have a charger. Well, this definitely got a charge
So if
port.
you can't refill it and can't charge it, then they're banned.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, that'll cut down on a lot of waste because they are. It is a waste of all that plastic and shit that they can't
Well,
be
I'm
refilled.
interested. Oh, damn. This just said my juice level went from like 50% to 0. What the hell?
Hmm.
That's some bullcrap. It's gonna be interesting to see what
Hey, Will Fly.
happens after all these tariffs kick in. To see how I'm glad that the stuff we needed we bought now as opposed to later, because I can only imagine the price going up so high on so much stuff. Even like the generator I just got. Wait until the tariffs hit and the generators go up by like 90%. It's like, yeah, they're already expensive, but to add that on top of it will be way too expensive. So got it on
Yeah, and
sale.
you
I'm
know that
good.
even if they don't get the parts from somewhere with a high tariff on it, they're gonna raise the prices anyway just because they fucking can.
Yeah.
Hey, Walter.
So the
Yeah,
air show
well,
is.
I would try to find a buddy in Sweden that flies and just see if they can buy that for you and just send you a care package every now and then. That's what a lot of people did with vaping that live in states that they can't buy it. They find a friend in another state that can and just send it to them.
Well, hopefully, Will, those that you got coming. I don't know. Do you normally do 15 milligram? I'm just wondering. If you normally use a higher milligram of snus, that's going to take a while to get used to. You can't just jump from a high milligram down to a lower milligram. It's going to
Will's
make
gonna be
you,
bitchy.
shall I say, bitchy. Because I know if I try to go to a lower milligram on my any vapes that I have, I definitely get an attitude.
Yes, he turns into a bitch.
I would have to slowly, like, go from 6 milligram to 5, then 4, just to
No,
get
you're
down
not
to
even
3.
allowed to do that because you're too bitchy.
Well, I think if I slowly did it, I might be able to
We're not
get
going
it
to
down.
try it because you're a bitch. No. Mm-mm.
We're not gonna try it because you bitch. You bitch when you go below
I
6.
currently like you, and I don't want to not like you because you've turned into a bitch.
Damn. See?
So we got some Japanese barbecue sauce at was it Costco or Sam's Club? I don't remember. That shit was delicious. Just get some of them little chicken nuggets and spray that sauce on it. It's good. It's yummy, yummy.
Um, Now, somebody posted that they were using Microsoft Flight Simulator with a paraglider. Now, I don't know
That
what
was John
add-on
Peacock.
pack y'all have. I need to know what that is because I want to. I can play Microsoft's Flight Simulator, but I do not see any kind of trike or paramotor to use as a flying device because I want to do that. I just don't know. There's like 8 add-ons, and I'm like, which one is it? I just don't know.
Got a cramp in my foot.
I saw this movie. You know, we haven't watched any more of Reacher, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to
Because
forget.
I haven't got back till 8 o'clock at night every night.
I know we've
I'm
been
tired.
she's been working hard. And it seems like by the time I get sit down and settled, and when she comes
He falls
home, it's
asleep.
too late to watch any kind of movie or. Well, it's not. Those aren't really
I
movies.
can't.
Those are,
I can't watch that kind of stuff when it's almost time to bed. Go to bed because it gets me all amped up, and then I won't. Be
I
able
don't
to
sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
it,
I
yeah,
don't
it
sleep at
hypes
night.
her up. She can't sleep. She'll be all hyped up.
I'm an insomniac.
Yeah,
I'm
me,
always
me
awake.
too. And luckily, I mean, the only good thing about working ridiculously this week is I have slept like a rock this past week. Except for Sunday night when we got home. I did not sleep well Sunday night. But
Yeah.
using
Bill,
my brain.
I do have the simulator for paramotors that you do with the Quest or whatever they call it now, Meta. I don't know. I have that one, but somebody on the Scuba's Hangout, one of the Johns, I don't
He
know.
said it was him, King Cobra. It was
Oh,
him.
it's King Cobra. My bad. So
I didn't know that was you, King Cobra.
it was me with a paramotor MS. So is it a special pack or something? I did not see that as an option. Now I only played it for 5 or 10 minutes, so maybe
Yeah,
there's a
don't ever
way
get
to
in a plane with
select a
him. He
trike.
can't land
I would
very
love
well.
to fly a trike on that and fly it from Langley Air Force Base, which we're not allowed to fly from, just to spite. Just to be like,
Yeah,
I'm
John
taking off.
Q, you ought to check it out because the imaging is so clear. It does not look like it doesn't look like it's simulated. It really does look like you're there.
Spoiler alert, Reacher wins. Okay, John Q. Oh, it was King Cobra. Okay, well, God, there's too many names that are similar in here, and I can't remember, but okay. Yeah, I want to try that simulator on the main okay. This is why. I've done the simulator on the virtual reality headset. The graphics in it are somewhat undesirable. It looks kind of like Minecraft type graphics. Microsoft Flight Simulator is really detailed. I mean, they actually go and take photos of the entire world and then put it into the game. So if there's anything near there, which I just took off from Langley a little while ago from a little Cessna airplane, but I want to do it with a paramotor and see how well it responds and if it's similar and so on and so forth. But
I downloaded Flight Simulator, but it just takes so long to load in.
it's a huge game. It is huge.
Oh no, I mean when it's fully loaded in, when you go to play it, it just continuously tries to load in.
What's up, Hot Butter Steve? You know, Hot Butter Steve, I got to really pick at you for a minute. This is my thing, right? All right.
Why are you picking on Steve?
I'm not picking on Steve. I want to
You just
convey
said I'm
what
gonna
I
pick on
thought was
Steve.
going on. All right, this is the thing. When he came out and said, "Hey, I've separated from I think it's Angie. He did it on April Fool's Day. Okay. He
didn't believe you.
always kids, right? He always jokes. So you don't know what's real from him. I honestly thought that he was bullcrapping us. But apparently
Did
not.
you order
And
another Fire Stick? What the fuck, man? How
I
many
did
of
that
those do
because
you
I got
need?
it really cheap. The Fire Stick Max for 29
Okay.
bucks. And it's got 6E
That's
Wi-Fi.
not cheap, but okay.
But so I feel bad for you, Steve. I hope everything turns out okay. I really did not want to believe that what you were saying and what seemed like a really truly heartfelt message that he posted on Facebook. And I was like,
Scuba's like, he's full of shit. It's
I
April
did.
Fool's Day.
I was like, he's so full of shit. I'm waiting for the punchline for where he says April Fools, but no. And honestly, you know, your own private deal, I completely respect that. It just blows my mind, man, because it seemed like everything was going so good with you guys. And I mean, I know we don't see everything, but it's just like, damn. I completely understand, Steve. I hope everything turns out good for you, bud. You know,
And I like the clean shaven look. The mutton chops are gone and everything.
yeah, he is clean shaved now. What's up, John Wayne? Made it barely.
I have to get a hold of his paycheck when I get. Look, as long as he gives me the money that I need to pay the bills, he's free to blow it on whatever. I'm just mad that he bought a 200 and some odd dollar litter box that I hate, and now I feel compelled to use the damn
I'm
thing.
moving in with Scuba Steve. I'm getting my loving from you now. I already have a woman here, Steve.
You're more than welcome to come visit, Steve. We do got an extra bedroom.
You can
Hey,
come
somebody
visit
even left their
anytime you want.
pajamas.
We're way on the East Coast. We're all the way in Virginia, so that's a long hike
I
for
might
you,
have
bud.
a dress or two you can borrow
But
if
we
you
do
feel
have
the
a
need.
fly-in coming up the same time as Bad Apples now. You know, who wants to miss Bad Apples? I do because I literally can fly. I can
He
fly.
just wants to go because he's got a man crush on Kylo. And I got a
Well,
nice litter
okay.
box. It's
Kylo
not a
Glee-
nice litter box, Steve. I
Kylo
don't
Glee
like
is
it.
my trainer, and if he's
Y'all
gonna be
all
in a
got a man
fly-in, I
crush on
thought
Kylo.
I thought it'd be
You-
cool to be there.
You
You
look,
know,
no, y'all were all giddy over Kylo last night.
Bad Apples is overrated. I agree with that 100%, but I would go there the same reason a lot of other people go there. It's for the social, not for the flying. But then again, you're ruining a good chance to go flying, and it's not safe to fly at Bad Apples because there's freaking 300 pilots in the air. You really have to watch out. I mean, it's literally like, how much risk do you want to put on your life? Let's go to Bad Apples where there's a million pilots in the air and you have to watch out like crazy so you don't run into somebody. Which we saw the videos where two people ran right into each other at Bad Apples. So I don't feel comfortable with that. The flying that we're having on the Eastern Shore of Virginia, 25 to 50 people probably max.
Except for that, John Q. No.
We
Not
won't
allowed
run
to buy
into
a
each
beer
other.
foamer.
And it's free. It don't cost money. You don't have to pay to camp. You don't have to pay to fly. And there's no airspace rules right there. It's a complete Class G. We can fly as high as we want to. So
And there's a bathroom with running water and toilet paper.
there is.
Scuba.
And a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Scuba,
Yes.
I'm gonna go off camera now. I just watched the end
All
of the
right,
show.
Cloud Checker.
I just thought I'd come on and show you them anyway.
Very,
Well, it's
I
a very
really,
fancy cabinet. He's envious.
that is a very nice cabinet, Cloud Chucker. You did great with that, man. That
I'm not a good conversationalist. I'm not good at making conversation.
That's
Just sit here and
okay.
say
That's
nothing.
okay. You did great, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, mate. I'll catch you in a bit.
See
All
ya.
right, bye-bye.
All right, peace out.
Peace out. All right, I'm gonna have to fix the screen once he bumps off because it's gonna totally screw it.
That's all right.
You might have to chuck me out, Scooby, because I'm not sure how to do it.
Oh, let me see. I can probably kick you out. Let's see. Let me see. Participants, Cloud Chucker. I can mute you. I don't know if I can kick you. Let me see.
Hang on. We are.
I can remove
Hang on,
you.
what's
Let's
this?
see.
Oh, I've done it. Hang on. Got it.
Okay, I was about to remove you, but it had report.
Take
to
care.
send. He's
Hi.
clicking.
Bye.
There you go. You got it. Hey, he did figure it out.
Yeah, so I think you could get a cabinet like that and put lights in it, and I think that would look nice. And I think it would give you more room in your office, getting rid of that spinny thing right behind you. Because
What is,
that thing has started to deteriorate, and it just looks like shit.
I was on the wrong screen that I was editing.
Mm. And no, John Q, don't bring up the beer foamer because he's not getting that.
Oh, the beer foamer. I
He
completely
already
forgot about
bought
that.
a separate ice machine because it makes clear ice. Who gives a shit if it makes clear ice? How many of you in this chat have ever looked in your glass and thought, gee, I wish this ice was clear?
Oh,
Fucking none of you.
wait, what
None
just
of you. Not a
happened?
goddamn one of you.
I cut off half of myself.
Are
Hold
you
on.
breaking shit? What did you do?
There, it's fixed now. I don't know what happened
Is
there.
this your first day casting?
I think so. So, I don't know why that did that. I didn't click that. I don't know why it was like, hey, we're going to cut off half your body. Am I on the, oh my God. I hate when this camera does this. All right, let me fix that. I don't need AI tracking. If you accidentally
Hey,
hold
RS,
your
how you
hand
doing?
up, I drank a
Hell
beer.
no.
Has Munchkin got a tandem yet? She has not, Hot Butter Steve.
No.
Now,
I'm good.
I'll give her this. She is very picky, so if she did take a tandem, she wants to do it with somebody that's very well skilled. I only want her to do it one time just so she can experience what I do, because it's hard to explain. You know as well as I do. We see all these videos on YouTube of people flying, and it's not the same as actually doing it. So I want her to take a tandem just so she can see what I get to see and feel what I feel, and then she can sympathize because she hears me talk about flying all the time.
I don't need to sympathize. I have no interest. Give me your foot. If you're gonna sit on me, I'm gonna
See,
trim
there you
your
go.
damn.
She has no interest in flying, which, that's okay.
Stop
I'm
pulling
not
your
telling
foot
you, hey,
away.
you need to go get training and fly. No, I'm not saying that. But a tandem, oh, you're very welcome, Cloud Chucker. If you, I just want you to take a tandem flight just so you can be
No.
like, hey, I mean, Linda did it. Linda's
Well,
done it a
good
few
for
times.
Linda wanted to. I don't want to. I have no interest in it.
I think you're scared.
I'm not scared. I just don't have any interest in it. It's not something that it's not on my bucket list. It's not something I want to do. Come back here. Oh, good. Maybe she'll leave.
You see that? I made my mother go up once. She really didn't want to, but made her go up. After she landed, she wanted to hook up with my instructor. That's awesome. I'm on. Hey, how you doing?
You didn't send her up on a tandem with Kylo, did you? No, that's just not something that that's not a dream of mine.
Women
I've
get
never.
that man crush on Kylo. And
All y'all got a crush on Kylo, not just the women. All y'all dudes were fangirling the fuck out of him last night.
Very humble instructor. And that's the main reason. And there's a lot of instructors out there that you can choose from, and Aviator being, hey, this is the place to go. The main reason I went with Kylo is because he is so laid back and very intelligent about the sport. I've watched so many of his videos, and I was like, you know what? I want that man to train me. And that's what I end up doing, and it worked out great. He doesn't like, hey, you need to blah blah blah. He's not that kind of instructor. He's really laid back. He's like, well,
he doesn't showboat. He doesn't try to push specific equipment on you. I like that he's a weather nerd. I enjoy that, and he enunciates.
Oh my gosh, the
very
weather.
clearly.
He could go on for an entire day or a week probably talking about the weather. He did a really good lesson to us about the weather and you know different kind of wind gusts
Yeah, and don't forget that when you
shears.
went in training, I sat through that class with you
She did.
twice.
Munchkin sat through the
Twice.
classes. She didn't even pay for training, but she sat through all them classes.
Twice.
Twice, yeah. Because he had some new students come in while I was training, and he did it again. And I was like, hell, I'll
And then
sit in it
even when
again.
we went up to topping and that dickbag Brian Goff was there,
Oh my
we
God.
sat there and listened to his class too. And I sat there and watched the whole fucking thing. All right, good night, Creed. And yes, I called him a dickbag because he is.
Creed,
I'll
I
tell
wish
him to
you
his
all
face.
the luck on your
He's a
surgery
dickhead.
next Thursday. Hopefully, you can make it for the Friday show. If not, I completely understand. There's no pressure. You take whatever
I
time
don't
you need.
ever really go out of my way to message anybody on Facebook. I
What
don't
do we
really
do
get
for
on
work?
Messenger very
That's a
often.
good question, Hot Butter Steve. We both work for an attorney. We are in real estate. Munchkin is a paralegal. I'm a Taco Bell boy.
He's my bitch.
I open orders and do stuff like I do the basic computer stuff. I work on problems when they arise with the computers or anything else at the office,
Or
which
fixing
happens
the
all
weird
the
ass
time for
beeping
some reason.
noise, or fixing the light fixtures, or fixing somebody's brakes,
Yeah, like our alarm had a low battery issue today. I had to take
or
care of that.
breaking into the
Um,
utility closet in one of the
Clerical
other
work.
offices
Yeah, I guess you could say.
to
You know,
fix
Scott,
the HVAC.
when I was young, I'll tell y'all straight up. When I was young, a lot of people were like, "Man, you're so smart. You need to go into computers." And I was like, "The last thing I want is a job working behind a desk." And you know what? Here I am working behind a damn desk.
Mhm. Um,
Oh, remotely. See, I was working remotely 2 days out of the week, and my boss, we lost our receptionist, so he wanted me to come in all week long. So I've been working all week at work. If he ever gets a full-time receptionist, I'd love to go back to just working 3 days a week in the office and 2 days at home, because it gives me time to get stuff done around here that needs to get done that we don't have time for usually. But
yeah, I straight up
we'll
told
see.
my boss, I was like, look, him working from home, that he can unload the dishwasher, intercept our packages.
Yeah,
I can't tell him too much of the shit that I want him to do at home because he's supposed to be working, but
11 weeks on the road. Nice, nice. Well, Steve, I mean, you seem like I mean, I posted on Facebook, but you seem really motivated, and I don't think that anything. I only can see good in your future. I do believe that you're going to make it just fine. I'm sorry for the breakup, but you're still young and you got
or maybe, sorry,
long.
congratulations. I don't know, whichever one you want it to be.
Yeah, that's between him and God himself.
What's her face?
However you
You forgot her
whatever
name?
your future is, I'm sure it'll work out fine. You got skills, dude. It's just finding the your niche to put those to work for you.
CDC, I'm a paralegal. I refuse to get my underwriter license because then that will just be one more fucking thing I gotta do. So yeah, no, I'm not. I could get my underwriter license and I would bet my paycheck that my boss would pay for it, but I don't wanna.
This flying that's coming up beginning of May, which is the same time as Bad Apples, I'm going to be training somebody to fly a trike. Do I want to be a paramotor trainer? No. I don't want that kind of responsibility. But this guy I've known for a while. He already flies foot launch. So I'm basically just teaching him how to transition over to a trike. And I think he'll pick it up real quick. The only problem he's had his entire paramotor career is landing. He flares way too early. So I
mean,
think
it's not a problem for him. He doesn't seem to mind at all.
he
when
doesn't
fucking-
mind, but you know, is Scuba the lunch ordering guy? No, I don't.
I mean, kinda, because well, I don't leave my desk.
Wait, you
pretty
have a
much
new
once
woman,
I get
Cloud
there.
Chucker? I didn't know you had a new woman.
Yeah, why the hell you think he's been happy?
I thought he was happy because he was free. I didn't know he was happy because he got a new woman. Damn, Cloud Chucker, you busy boy. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me a new woman.
we usually bring our lunch CDC,
Hold on.
but I mean, I brought my lunch all week this week, and I finally ate my lunch from Monday last night at like 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's gone.
Bridge pouches. I don't think he has. We never got into anything like that. I would imagine the snus. The key point in that is that it's finely ground and in the little packet. So I'm sure you could find something like that. Yeah, I'm just fucking tired. My coworker has been out since she hasn't come in at all this month. And I feel for her because I know she is ill, but I'm hearing whispers of the fact that she is this is going to sound no, snus isn't stored.
Oh, that's
That
delicious.
she is habitually she's sickly. She's very sickly. So I have
bro.
plans in mind. I just gotta convince my boss that it's a good idea and to do what I tell him to do. Ow.
Have
Why
I
you
ever
gotta
heard
put
of
your
bridge
claws in me?
pouches? I have not, Will.
It is not, Will. There you go. There's the elbows. Here, I'll cross my arms so you can
Look at
see
them
the
pointy
pointiness.
elbows.
Look at them.
Oh my
yeah, they're
God.
like witch elbows.
Don't show them from an angle because those things will poke somebody's eye out.
They will. They will. I don't know. I don't get it.
You can get a version of snus that's snortable. I would be in so much trouble. Let me hold on a second. All right, I'm good. I don't see that happening.
All I can imagine is how bad that would burn. Yeah, I'd find a friend. You know, Will, there's somebody that flies a paramotor in Sweden. I would go on Facebook and find snooze, but that sounds stupid.
Snooze? Yeah.
Go join a paramotor group from Sweden on Facebook, and then be like, hey, so does anybody in here? They are very pointy. Elbow to the throat if I need to.
Snooze.
It's snooze.
But
it
I've
sounds
always
dumb,
called it
so.
snus, and I know it's wrong, but I'm just so used
Well,
to
it's
it.
the same people that call smoke smock. It
Yeah.
used to have the line over the O, which makes it a long O, but they still call it smock, and it bugs me. You drank all the liquor, didn't you?
No, I thought it was already gone.
Oh, good. No, it's not. It's going
Where'd
to be
you
now,
hide
though.
it? Wait, that's bull crap, right? That's you know what? What I got's better, so I don't even care. What the hell
What'd
do you
you
have
get?
on the screen? Is that like a counterfeit version of M&M peanuts?
Those are Easter eggs, you fucking crackpot.
Those are Easter eggs. I thought they were blown up M&M peanut
No,
M&Ms.
it's the Good Friday show. Why would I have giant peanut M&Ms? Is that where your mind goes instead
They would
of
look
Easter
the same.
eggs?
I'm just saying.
They're painted potatoes because
So-
nobody can fucking afford eggs
All
anymore.
right. Now the air show's next weekend, guys. So usually when we go there, they have that guy there that has wooden, like you see this one above my head here, this wooden helicopter. What
Baby
would be
spruce
a
juices.
really cool plane, helicopter, submarine, etc. to get? What do you guys suggest? If I find one that he also has guns. So if I wanted a wooden AR-15, etc., he has all those too. But
What the hell is this big ass box on the table? Where'd that come from?
that's what the ice machine was in.
Oh.
Oh, you have a Rare and M with a W printed on it? Hey, CDC, turn it over and it'll be an M. I'm just saying. Get a Gatling gun. Spitfire Mark II plane would be cool. Spitfire Mark II plane. I'm going to see what he has. It'll probably be the same guy. Watch it be the same guy that they do the air show every 2 years here. So this is the second year. We went 2 years ago, so I already got passes. They're in the car, or tickets. The first day is to park off base. The second day is to park on base. So we ride the bus the first day, which you have to wait in that long line and they search you. The only thing that you're allowed to bring is bottled drinks that are sealed.
Unopened.
So if it's water or soda, as long as it's sealed. But you can't bring a cooler, so you'd have to get it cold as hell and then hope that it doesn't get hot when you take it. You can bring an empty container so you can put water in it, but that's all they allow. They do sell food there, though. They just want you to pay for their food.
I think they're stupid expensive.
Yes, they're very expensive. All the food there's very expensive. I don't know why they charge so much. The fly-in had reasonable prices. Like when they had, like the barbecue guy at Fly It for Gage, he had reasonable prices. You pay $7 for a freaking little lemonade drink that's this tall. It's like, what the heck, man? It just seems like it's a little overpriced at the air show. Yes.
We need to go back to Costco.
We're going to Costco tomorrow. Get a P-47 Razorback. See, y'all are throwing all these ideas out. I'm going to have to write these down. Hold on. Because if I don't write them down, I won't remember. P-47. I'm going to write both of these suggestions down. P-47 Razorback. And then Cloud Chucker said something else. What was it?
They are assault elbows, don't you?
F-14 Tomcat. Okay, let's see. F-14 Tomcat. Then we have SR-71. They do have the Blackbird. I know they had that last time I was there. Spitfire Mark II. I'm just going to have to see what he got. Because, you know, I got the helicopter and I also got, which you can't see because there's a hat over it, but it's a scuba tank with flippers, which is pretty cool. I had to get anything scuba related, you know. But, oh, Cloud Chucker's got a picture. Submarine, Super Marine Spitfire. He probably has that. I couldn't see that not being there.
It's baklava CDC. It's delicious.
Oh yeah, she really digs baklava, which I got to admit it is really good. And and I'm surprised it was actually in one of the big warehouse stores. You know, we were at Costco, I do believe, to find the baklava. And when we go back, I'm sure if they have more, she will acquire more. I went to Sam. This is the problem, right? We both have a Sam's Club card. Costco, she gave the other card to her daughter. So she's the only one with a Costco card. So I can't go if she's not around, which sucks. So I was going to go to Costco I was like, I don't even have a card. I can't go in there. So
Do y'all really think it's a good idea for him to go to Costco or Sam's Club without adult supervision?
I what? I
No.
don't need no supervision. I can.
Yes, you
They did
do.
have a. You know what? You know I got this boom box, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I paid quite a bit of money for. They had
Mm-hmm.
one at Sam's Club for $200 that's like 4 times the power of this one, and it looked really cool.
Exactly. Scott says, hell no, you don't need to be there without adult supervision. Yeah, because you would have bought that damn boombox for no fucking
T47
reason.
Thunderbolt. I'm taking all suggestions, King Cobra. So I will look and see what they have.
I mean, you can't really.
P47
I mean, you
Thunderbolt.
might be able to put that bitch on your shoulder, Steve, but I don't think so. Yes, I love baklava. FYI, I can be bought with baklava or cheese.
Wish they sold Ghetto Blasters. I saw a couple, Hot Butter Steve. They were
That's a different kind
they
of
were
ghetto
like
blaster.
retro versions, but I'm just glad A10 Warthog. I will put that on the list. I'm making a list. Because they have
need
so
to
much stuff at
befriend-
the air show. I will get lost when I look at all the planes and submarines and boats and guns that he has. They're really, I mean, you can see that helicopter is actually done really well. And it's only like 3 or 4 pieces that you got to put together,
How
and
would
it's
we
done.
make you fall out of your chair, Peanut? What is?
And I think I paid what,
did you do?
$70 for that helicopter? It's not that expensive, I don't
know.
think, for what you get.
I need to befriend a little tiny Greek woman to make me baklava.
The Razorback is just a P47D. I got you. Okay. Well, let me see. Where's the Razorback? Okay, I see. Yeah, because I don't remember what all he had last time we went, and we didn't have a lot of time, or we didn't stay in that area very long. But
We had plenty of
a
time.
Piper Club now, not Piper Club, Piper Cub is a very cool looking plane. I like those planes because they can take off in like 5 feet. The motors on them are so strong. They literally
I
can
do
like,
have a question
and
for
just
you.
take off. I love those things, man. Piper
You're
Cub-
planning on buying these things to put on display.
Yes. On display.
Where?
Instead
Where?
of the hats, you can see my Risky
Where?
Bits hat. Risky Bits? Risky Biscuits hat. I got Risky Bits. So to the far left.
I'm sure they've got a pill for that.
To the far left is Georgia Paramotor. Then I have a Risky Biscuits hat.
Hi, the other Nick.
Next to that is a Paralife hat that I bought
You missed Scuba talking about his risky bits.
from Nick in at Fly for Gauge. Then a Kanguk Paramotors America hat next to it. And I have another
but all
hat
of those
coming.
hats are sitting on top of something. So just removing the hats is not going to automatically make space for extra planes.
I have another hat coming from Ready to Paramotor that I won last night.
He's risking his bits.
And it's a North.
Hey, Stina.
I didn't even know they made that, but North Face. So the hat I'm getting that's shipped from Ready to Paramotor is a North Face hat, which I thought was a pretty cool win. I'm surprised I won.
Wear hats.
And I had to tell everybody in chat, I was like, is nobody else going to type the hashtag to win? Because I was the only one entered. And I was like, somebody needs a... And then after I said that, then 42 people got in there. But Draco beats a Cub for short field takeoff. Doesn't even do a full resolution as a wheel. Wow, King Cobra, that's... Yeah, now when you start getting into the names... I know what the one looks like that I'm talking about, which I thought was a Piper Cub that takes off really fast. It could be the Draco, I don't know. But I was really impressed on how quick those things will get in the air. It's just like, damn. I really, really want to get John in the air on his trike. He bought the Foxy trike. We both have the Fly Products Rider frame, right, with the double hoop. He bought the trike that actually goes with it. I bought a Kangoo basic trike, which works fine, but it's not like specifically designed for it like that Foxy trike is. The Foxy trike costs a lot more money, so he's got that. No, they do not have A assist on that trike because it does not have a frame built around the front of it like a lot of trikes do. So he will have to learn how to use his A's, but I think he'll be fine.
I bought a treadmill, y'all, because I realized walking around downtown Nashville.
You did not buy a treadmill.
Okay, it's a walking pad.
You
It's a
bought
flat
a walking
treadmill
pad.
without handles. Same goddamn thing.
It is.
Because I am way out of shape. I thought I was going to die trying to walk back uphill to our hotel room.
What's everyone cooking for Easter dinner? Linda,
Goddamn,
that depends
Stina.
on what we find at Costco, honestly.
How long's it been like that? Well,
Damn.
hopefully they can get you fixed up. That sounds painful.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what, 30 years? Well, damn, Stina, no wonder
Damn.
you got problems. Get that
So
stuff
my thought
fixed.
process is if I can get my ass home before 8 o'clock, I'll just walk on it while I'm scrolling on TikTok.
So
for half an
CDC
hour,
says
an hour.
he's got a walking pad, but he used it for a couple months and then forgot about it. I haven't seen I got on this walking pad once when we first got it, just to test it. I haven't tried it at its full speed yet, but it seemed comfortable. It doesn't seem hard to walk on.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got an incline.
it's better that, like, especially when it's cold outside, you don't want to go walking out in the
No,
cold.
see, I'm the exact opposite. The cold is when I want to go walk because I won't fucking die. I don't want to go outside when it's hot out.
I will
much
walk
less
in
walk.
when it's hot. I will get tan. You will turn into a flaming hot red lobster.
No, I will just pass out and die because I overheat when outside when it's warm out.
So if there's a fly-in in the middle of July, guys, Munchkin can't go because I took her to the Kitty Hawk Beach like July 8th, and it was really hot. And yeah, I thought she was gonna die that
It's
day.
like 110 degrees out there on the sand. It was not.
It
I don't
was
do.
hot.
I am an indoor pet. I do not.
I had a
handle
great
heat
time though.
well.
I'm glad she sat there
Yeah,
through the whole thing. I wish
Glad you had a blast.
somebody would have put a umbrella up or something she could sit under.
No,
but-
yeah, he's not allowed to do that, Peanut. He's not allowed to go. Because he called me. He's like, I don't have a Costco card. And I'm like, no, the fuck you don't. Why are you trying to go to
Peanut,
Costco
you're
by
right.
yourself anyway?
I can't be trusted in a big box store because I will fill that damn cart up.
Yeah, he already snuck off and bought that fucking generator. Y'all, I didn't know he bought it. So the other day,
It's Will's
left
fault that you know I bought the generator.
he left for work before I did. And I got to work and was like, where the fuck's he at? So I pulled up my phone and hit the Find My. Where's his ass? Like, why is he on Mercury? So when he got there, I was like, what happened? He goes, oh, I just went another way. And I figured, okay, maybe there was traffic. I didn't question it at all. And I cannot remember. I can't remember what it was, but he said, yeah, I couldn't pass up that deal. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? When did you buy that? Yeah. It's your fault,
okay.
Will.
So, yeah, Munchkin didn't know I bought the generator, but I kept
He
bringing it up.
snuck
And then
off
y'all
and
kept
bought
going,
it
hey, did
before
you
work."
buy it? And I didn't want to lie and say, no, I didn't buy no generator. So I would say, yeah, I got it. I got that deal or something. And then Munchkin happened to catch it one of those times when I go, yeah, I got that deal. And I was like, damn. She was like, hey, what did you get?
Deviled eggs are delicious, Linda.
But all in all, that generator is way better than the 3500.
Yeah, now we got two goddamn generators.
I've tried to I tried to recharge that
Succotash
battery
is
in the
corn.
3500 multiple times. It says it's fully charged, but it won't hold a
Succotash
charge.
is
So the
corn and
battery's
lima
bad.
beans, John Q. Suffering succotash. Yeah.
They cost $1,200 there, Walter. Damn, they're good generators. Harry, it is gas and propane. It is dual fuel, so I could either run it off propane or gas,
And
it
here's-
runs 18
here's how
hours
stupid I am too,
off
right?
one tank.
He was like, I could probably sell the smaller one. And I'm like, no, you might as well keep it because we can't bring the big one with us when we go camping or whatever. We'll just take the smaller one. What the hell's wrong with me? Your bad financial decisions and your impulsive shopping habits are rubbing off
It's
on me.
kind of putting the horse before the cart because I need the camper
It's
more
cart
than I need
before the horse. The horse
No,
is supposed
because-
to be in. The horse is supposed to be in front of the cart. The
Well-
phrase you're looking for is putting the cart before the horse.
But
putting
I
the
didn't
cart-
get the cart. I got the horse. That's the problem.
You didn't get the cart. You
Exactly.
didn't get the horse either.
I got
what are
the
you talking about?
horse. I don't have the cart. You see what I'm saying? The
No, I
generator is
don't.
the horse. The cart is the camper. I need the camper.
Yeah, well, you need to win the fucking lottery.
Well, I can't afford that. And then I was going to get Will to come build the camper because, he has a ton of free time. And he did such a great job on his van. I figured, get a little Will help. I could get that thing built out to where it has a shower, a bathroom, solar panels. It would be hooked up. I already got the fridge, the little cooler fridge. I'm good on
Did you
that.
slip and bump your head on your way into Harbor Freight to buy that generator?
I did kind of slip. Well, I wanted to go while they were having, I don't know if the
If
sale's
we're
still
gonna
going.
spend several $1,000s, up teens of $20-some thousand, I'm getting my minivan. You can fuck off with that.
No, the generator I got, I put it on the Harbor Freight credit card, so there's no interest ever because it's one of those deals. So as long as I pay like $66 a month, we're good. So I thought it was a necessary thing because of the fact that tariffs are gonna make them go higher, and
Not a
it's a much
necessary
better
thing.
generator for if we do get a camper. It will power everything in there. AC.
We're not
fridge.
ever going to get a camper. That small generator was sufficient for our usage. You just couldn't pass it up because it was on sale. I know you. That's like me buying shit in advance. Well, if we ever become millionaires and
Well,
I end up with my cabin in the woods, I might as well have all this stuff to put in it. Give me a fucking break. We ain't never getting a damn camper.
solar. Now, as far as solar goes, I should buy a boat. No, negative CDC.
I wish you would have taken up boating instead of flying. That would have been cheaper.
Will. As far as solar goes, I do have a 200-watt Blue Eddy solar panel, which does charge my Blue Eddy power bank really good, but it's not enough to like run a camper off
A
of.
camper that we don't have.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
I
yeah.
want
Well,
a camper that's like 8x12. That
You
would be
need
perfect.
to stop getting. You keep trying to keep up with the Joneses at these damn fly-ins because you are not retired with a buttload of money to be spending on campers and Blackstones and you just no. We're gonna be in a fucking tent with a Keurig on a table hooked up to the generator.
Well,
deal
we
with
didn't make any money because we only got smock mods and dead 18650s. So we didn't really win any money. Does that mean we lost money? I'm just trying to figure that out. I guess we lost money because we got crap. That sucks.
Yeah, but at least you didn't die.
Yeah, we didn't die, but we still lost all the money we bet. I'm gonna run out of coins before too long. We won. Where are my coins? Right, Cloud Chucker? Where's my damn coins? We got some dead 18650s. I want my coins.
We need to figure out what we're doing with our backyard because I'm tired of it. And all I can smell is that goddamn litter box.
Did you notice that the walkway that runs back to the basement, the support beams for the pallets, I'll say, has eroded. So that whole middle section has dipped down now. So
Yes, I know. It's a fucking
we
death
have
trap.
to do something about it soon. Yes. And what's weird is we get some days in the 70s, and then the very next day it'll be 40 degrees. And it's like, what in the hell's going on?
You are not going to freeze your little tiny butt off. Get out there and we can rip all of that shit off. 10 minutes of work and you're going to be sweating anyway.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's so
We have to have
cold.
something to replace it there. That's all.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
I
do.
would be perfectly happy with just grass.
Oh, you found, yeah. Oh, that was your first time seeing Cloud Chucker, Will? Have I ever emptied the sex pond? I have not, Scott, and that's because we haven't got in it though, since last year. So
But we are going to empty it so we can
we do need
take
to empty
it down
yes.
and rip up the deck.
That's why I haven't bothered putting more chemicals in it lately, because we're going to end up emptying it anyway, because we got to rip up that entire deck. I'm so over that crappy board junk deck.
The thing is, King Cobra, we have, okay. Here are our options. Nothing and just grass. And we can throw down some fucking pavers in the grass and slap the hot tub on top of it and call it a fucking day. Right? We can...
Hauled by a new Mercedes.
We can make the path from the basement door all the way around to the back and the deck and put down the weed barrier and then sand and then gravel and then pavers, which is what I wanted to do to begin with. Then we thought about just doing fucking concrete and calling it a day, but you still have to do the weed barrier and then sand and then concrete. And when I did the concrete calculator, just to do the deck part, not even the walkway that goes from the basement around to the steps to the deck, it would have taken 99 bags of concrete. That's a lot of work. I am about this close to trying to find one of these contractors that one of my agents use and go, look, how much would you charge to just come do this for us? It doesn't need to be nothing fancy. I just don't want wood sitting on the ground that's going to rot again in 6 fucking months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can
Or
get
we
the
even
weed
thought of those
barrier stuff.
interlocking paver things, like not just the concrete pavers, but the interlocking. There's two. There's some that are heavy duty plastic, but the reviews on that said they fade really bad. And then somebody else, I found another was that they're acacia, treated acacia
True
wood,
Cherokee.
which for the amount that we would need for at least the deck is probably about $300.
What is
It's
the
a hot
sex
tub
pond?
CDC.
The sex pond is our hot tub CDC. We have a LED hot tub that lights up, and it the viewers have named it the sex pond for some reason, so that's why they call it the sex pond.
And according to what I read, if you're going to put something heavy on it, the concrete needs to be 6 to 8 inches thick. So the concrete calculator that I looked up with the 99 bags
Yeah, I know.
is only 4 to 6 inches.
Yeah, just replacing wood on a back deck, because you got to get treated wood, is not cheap. And then, it's always good to seal it after that
Yeah.
so that it doesn't deteriorate over time. So even I don't want to put more wood down and worry about having to seal it. So
Not unless it's the only way I would have a wooden deck back there is if it is on is if the posts are on concrete and the wood is not touching the ground.
yeah, well, we have to. We can't. If we build on the ground, we don't need a permit. If we build anything above ground, you got to get a permit.
I don't
So
have a problem getting a fucking permit. If we hire somebody to do it, they'll get a goddamn permit.
yeah, well, if I did that, I would build the deck up, even with our back door that runs, and then have a balcony that runs around and have a full blown
No,
deck.
because if we're putting the hot tub up there, no,
No, I
you're
wouldn't
talking
want to.
about.
No, that would be a lot of weight. But I mean,
See, we still need to pressure wash the stairs in the front and back and treat those because those are not sealed. And if if our steps rot, we're not getting in or out of our house. So,
don't even say that, Scott, because I'm already getting emails from Trex. Dadgum son of a gun. I get
but that shit
emails
ain't
every day.
cheap
Hey,
either,
check out
Scott.
our Trex. I like the interlocking tiles. They're great, but
Yeah, I
you
could
have
get
to
a
have a
pack
base
of-
to work from.
Yeah, 300 of those, or not 300, 100 of them for a little over 300, and it's the treated acacia wood, snap together interlocking tiles.
Right.
They're
So all I would
uh,
have to do is get some pea gravel,
one by
level
one.
it. Well, first put down the weed barrier, then put down the pea gravel, level
Which
that.
we can order a truckload of that is like 3 tons for $400.
Yeah. Level that out, and then it would be enough to where I could put down those that decking, as long as I can get it level, and then we'd be good. Because anything we put on top of there would just even, we could take that sealer stuff and pour all over the pea gravel, and then it would become like concrete,
You'd think so, John Q.
and it'd be done. You think wood
night,
grows on trees?
morning. Good day, Walter.
See you, Walter.
Yeah, I've got some Thompson's water seal in the cart. We need a couple days where it's dry so we can pressure wash it and clean it, let it dry, and then seal it.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Hopefully it's going to get done this summer. Don't use Thompson's. Yeah.
It's literally called Thompson's water seal. Why can I not use Thompson's?
Yeah, what's wrong with Thompson's, Will? I mean, I'm just saying. Thompson's is shit? Okay. Well, what's
What do
good
you
water seal
recommend?
then if Thompson's is bad? I mean, because that's the name you always hear. Thompson's water seal,
Bear.
Oh, Bear, I got you. Yeah, I know Bear's good stuff. I haven't looked for it yet, so I wouldn't know. Wow, I got a Google image result on my. Oh, that was the plane. I got you. Bear's good stuff. I did pressure wash most of the front steps. I didn't do the back at all. The problem with pressure washing, I have an electric pressure washer, which is not the best in the world.
That is $45 a gallon.
What'd you think? Yeah, it's not cheap.
Okay, so Thompson's water seal is not nearly as much.
I bet it's not. Well, that's because it doesn't work as good. Yeah, Bear's good stuff. So you just have to be sparingly with the way you apply it. That's all. You don't want to just pour some over it and hope that it works.
Well, no, I figured the way our steps are, we could get away with using a paint roller and doing it. Just
Probably.
because, yeah, there's not a whole lot of, yeah, most of it's pretty flat. We could do. Yeah, but I think that would maybe a pump spray to get underneath, but for the steps and the railings, we could probably use a paint roller. I don't want to waste it. Creosote's fucking nasty. It stinks. And I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking of creosote splinters. I don't want to smell that. You know, creosote, that's the railroad
Pump
ties.
spray. That's a good idea, Nick, because I do have a brand new pump that I haven't even put anything in. But I could take some of that as long as it's not so thick that the sprayer won't spray it. But I'd love to spray that stuff on because that would save a lot of time. Oh my God. That would be awesome. Clean everything off, let it dry, and then spray the crap out of it. Make sure everything gets sealed.
Let's look and see if creosote is banned. I don't think so. They still use it for railroad ties.
I just don't want to, you like to brush it on? Yeah. Well, yeah, brushing it on usually seems to leave a nice thick coat on there. It depends on.
It says in Virginia it's not banned, but it's heavily restricted. It can only be applied under the direct supervision of certified applicators, and residential use is prohibited. I don't know why anybody would want to use creosote anyway, because it should stink.
Residential use is
fucking
prohibited.
tar
Well,
and
we're
gasoline,
residential,
yeah.
so
Yes, I know.
they discontinued railroad ties. You know, we don't really have use for railroad ties in our yard. There's no application where we would need railroad ties, honestly.
No, so I like the smell of new tires and gasoline, so I do not like the smell of creosote though.
New tires and gasoline. Gasoline, I got plenty of that.
Yeah, he's always like, I gotta roll the window down. My gas can makes it smell like gas. I'm like, nobody cares. It smells good. Roll them windows up. 1.5 years out of Thompson. All right.
Yeah, that's kind of crap.
You've made your point. It does sound like the start of a country song, doesn't it, Linda? New tires and gasoline.
Well,
it's just I know once we start this project,
yeah,
it is not something that we can stop without it costing us significant amounts of money.
right.
Maybe, Scott. No, that's one of the main things that I liked about quitting smoking, CDC, was that I could actually smell my shampoo.
So, yeah, whenever we do decide to do this deck thing in the backyard, I want everything ready before we do it. Like, I don't want to tear it up and go, well, we don't have the weed barrier yet. I want to have that ready to go. At least that,
because we
if
have
nothing
to tear
else.
up the deck, and then we need to fucking
I know, but
clear
I'm
out
saying
anything that's underneath it.
if we rip it
level
up and we at least have the weed barrier, then no grass is going to grow there. So that buys us some time to be able to go, okay, now we'll go get the pea gravel.
Well, we can order. I found that place in Maryland that I can get 3 tons of it delivered and dumped in the driveway for like $300. Actually, I think it was like
In
$400.
Maryland.
But they'll drive it here. It's $400. That includes the gravel, driving it here, and dumping it.
Damn.
Yeah, because I would imagine that's probably way cheaper than trying. And I don't know
Lindy
how.
our address?
No, she told you to do it.
Oops.
I imagine we would only need the pea gravel to be about 2 inches thick, And they do have that spray that you can spray on the gravel to keep it from fucking off. Um, so I
What's
don't
up,
know if
Chevy?
we need 3 tons of it. I'd have to figure out how to calculate how much fucking pea gravel, because I can calculate the deck. So I'm figuring I put it in 12 by 12, but I think you said it's more like 10 by 8.
You probably do have the address, Linda. I'm pretty sure I
But
won a koozie the last
yep,
show you did before
but
that one, but just
I don't know how to calculate the square footage of the path that goes from the back door around and in front of the steps and hooks up with the deck.
I can calculate it up. I mean, right now, I think our deck is 10 by 20. It may be 25. I need to measure
I
it.
don't think our deck is 10 foot
Yeah.
by 20.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Look,
If I
our
laid
10
you
is
head to
13 foot,
toes
and it
from
hangs
the
over by a
wall
couple of feet.
out, I don't think
It is
I don't think
every bit of 10 foot. I guarantee it. I put the first 10 I had up there was a 10 by 10, and it fit it perfectly, which means it's 10 foot. The 13 foot hangs over by a few feet, actually. So,
All right, let me ask y'all another question. So, should we? All right, on the back of our house, there's gutters at the top. There's a gutter on the corner. Should we bump everything up against the concrete, or should we bring something down from that gutter and have like a drain pipe along the wall to the edge and just leave a gap between?
yeah, but the
deck?
gutter's not right there. The
There's
gutter's
not
on
a
the
gutter
corner.
on the corner.
The gutter's on the corner, so it won't be in the way of whatever we do. Depending on whether we decide to butt up against the house or leave a gap. The main thing about leaving
No,
a
I mean, is
gap,
there a gutter like when we walk down the steps? Is there a gutter to the right of us on that corner?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. And
see, it's got to be pea gravel because I want to be able to walk on it.
if you decide to connect it to the house, then you have to worry about any foundation shifting or anything. If there's a gap, even of 1 inch, then the decking and the house doesn't matter because they're separate from each other. So
we do need to
I
clean
like
them,
leaving
Chevy,
a gap just so that we could put
plugged.
one of those canopies over it, or a gazebo or something. Even if I had to cut out a piece, if we put concrete, I don't know what we're putting there yet. Whatever we decide to do, I don't know.
I think pea gravel would probably look better, but concrete would last longer and would not require as much maintenance. It's not a podcast. There's video included.
Yes, there is no. Linda, you are too used to what Sean said, because Sean would always call it a podcast because he would upload it later on to. What you are doing is a live broadcast to YouTube. I don't call it a podcast. I mean,
there's video.
What I do,
It's not
I've
a
never
podcast.
referred to. You don't hear me ever call this show a podcast because it's not. I don't put my stuff on the freaking cloud or whatever. But, you know, whatever. You do you.
Come here, big chunky. Come here. Come here, Dip. Come here,
Anyone
fatty.
else in buffer hell. It is a live broadcast. That is what it is, Linda. Very good.
Kitty, kitty.
You are live in the treehouse,
Come here.
which is weird because I've been watching.
Big ass over here. Oh,
Yeah, live
good
stream.
Lord.
That's even better, Scott. I've been watching that guy that builds tree houses lately, which is pretty cool. Is that Panda?
Look at this big old kitty.
That
Yes.
that is Daddy's
Look how
boy
much
right there. He
bigger
really
he
loves
is.
the daddy.
Then Shmoo. He cannot be worn as a shawl.
That one, as soon as I lay down, he is all laying on top of my chest. And look how big he is. He's such a big cat. Son of a gun. I don't know why he likes the dad so much, but not only does that one like the dad,
He's a good
apparently
boy.
Boots is also now a daddy's cat.
Mm-hmm.
So I have two cats that really like me, and Munchkin has one cat that really likes her unless she's in heat, and then she likes me. Then I have three cats that are all over me, which is
He's a good boy.
hell. Yeah, that one won't even let me get in the bed before he's already trying to get up on my chest. I'm like, hey, let me at least get in the bed.
And
He
he's
don't care.
heavy. And he sheds like nobody's business. You just pet him and there's fucking fur everywhere.
You can't hold your cat like that? Really, Linda?
No,
Yeah,
he doesn't let
he's-
me hold him very long, Linda.
You know, what's weird about that, like that cat you
Right,
just
CBC.
saw was a feral cat. He has really gotten, I mean, to be a feral cat, he loves for me to rub his belly, which cats don't usually like humans to rub their belly.
No, he
He
didn't get that
loves
part
it.
of the handbook.
He is
He'll
he is-
actually roll over on his
broken
back so
cat.
you can rub his belly.
Yeah. He's like, hey, rub my belly. But even though he trusts me that much to rub his belly, if I stand up,
He runs away.
I'm threatening to him and he will run away.
Mhm.
He's really
does evil.
skittish, I would say.
Well, and Smokey and Boots, both of them, they could be sitting on the couch relaxing, and if they hear like a car door out front, they're both like, "Rrrr," and they get up and run to the door like, who am I gonna fuck up? Smokey didn't used to do that. Boots always has, and now she growls too. So we got two attack cats.
Chevy said I may have a cat as soon as I can capture her. What the hell? I gotta capture the cat, then it'll be mine once I
That's
capture.
how you obtain cats. I mean,
It's a baby.
Is it a baby skunk or is it a cat? Because I would love to have a little baby skunk.
A baby skunk would be awesome.
Hmm. They behave just like cats.
Munchkin likes
A little more stomping
exotic.
and stuff.
Oh, it is
Oh.
a skunk. Nice. Now, if you catch that one, then you got you a good one there, Chevy. That would be awesome.
Snacks. Always snacks. I want
Munchkin is
possums
like
and shit.
on the lookout for any kind of baby possum, skunk, you name it. If it's something like that, she would make me pull over and collect these animals, I'm
So
sure.
there's a. Did you know badgers can climb? And like climb upside down and shit. I never thought I'd have to worry about a badger attack from above, but I want a badger. And we have lost connection somehow. I want an
Yeah, it said
emotional
I lost
support
connection
badger.
too. Yeah,
There-
and
there
yeah,
we're back.
buffering. I got you. I don't know why I did that. It just did. It's
I
almost
want
10.
I want
It
an
is 10 o'clock.
emotional support badger and well, I saw on Mythbusters apparently they don't spray as much as people like to say that they do. So snacks.
Wow,
Gotta
I
find out
really
what kind of
appreciate
snacks
all
she
the
likes.
ideas on the model that I need to find at the air show. I will try to print this out somehow and take it with me to the air show. That's next weekend, so I'll still have another show before the air show. And then if y'all think
night,
of any
King Cobra.
other airplanes or whatever that may be cool to put behind me,
Good night, Cloud Chucker.
let me know and I will look for one at the air show and pick it up. I appreciate everybody coming out this week. We are going to Costco tomorrow and just going to go buy everything because that's
We
what
have
we
to
do.
buy an Easter basket for Katie and the
Yeah,
kids.
she wants to
'cause
buy an Easter basket. I want to get some cool Bluetooth
fairly
speakers
certain
and a light.
What she posted on Facebook was a veiled threat to put me in a home if I don't get her an Easter basket. So
Yeah, darn children. All
Yeah.
right, y'all have a great weekend. I hope everybody has a fantastic Easter. We will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.
bye.